That's csbsju.edu.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here today with Carol. Carol, welcome to Bachelor Happy Hour.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we have a lot to cover because as soon as you came on this podcast, we started talking, and we're gonna talk about all that on air right now. So you are born in Ontario like Serena.
Yep. Yeah.
What part of Ontario?
Okay, so not the pretty part. I shouldn't say this, but I was born in Windsor, right across the bridge from Detroit, where Mel is from.
Okay, yes, we know exactly where that is. My sister has some friends in Kingsville, which I believe is out that way. So she goes out there a lot.
Yeah, and I still have a lot of family in Toronto as well.
Do you really? Do you go back often?
I haven't been back. Well, so my daughter plays for Tennis Canada, the one who's a professional tennis player.
Okay.
So she trained in Montreal, so I would go back and forth to Montreal quite a bit. She left the house when she was 16 to go train for Tennis Canada. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so that's the last time I was there.
Do you have dual citizenship?
I do.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to reach out to you because I just got my green card in the spring. And I believe it's like 2 or 3 years, and then I can apply for citizenship. And I want dual. I want to keep my Canadian citizenship, which is important to me.
Keep the dual. I in fact, because I went to, I'll talk to you later, because I went through the whole process with my younger daughter, the one who put in Canada.
Were your kids born in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay, and then you got them dual citizenship as well?
I did.
Okay. How did you?
And we like those 2 passports.
Yes, we do. How did you make your way over to the States?
Okay, well, my dad actually worked for a company in Detroit. And so he got transferred. So he always worked in the United States. So then he got transferred to California. And so we all moved, to California.
Yeah.
So
I went to Windsor when I turned 17. Because
everyone says that.
Because it was legal to gamble.
Well, when you're 18, it's legal to gamble.
No, I think so.
I've been to Windsor. I'm like, yeah, I know what you went there for. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same as Torontonians when they're like 17 going to Montreal. You're like, I know why you're going to Montreal. Yeah.
Carol, when you came, when I found out you were our guest on this podcast, I went back on my Twitter or my X, and where did I save that tweet? Where's that tweet? Oh, here it is. 10/29/24. Freddie Freeman is just unreal. It was one of the playoff games when he hit. I think when he hit that game-winning home run.
Oh
man,
that night
so awesome.
Tell us.
That night was okay. So he wasn't having the best game that day.
Yeah.
So we were in the seats right there. We're like practically touching him, right? And we decided, let's just go up to the suite because it was too stressful. We're like, ugh, right? So he gets up to bat. And if you remember, 2 weeks before him, they're playing the Mets, the same scenario.
Yeah.
And he struck out, okay? And the game was over. So I was just praying. I was like, Lord, just get him a hit. Just get him on. I don't want him to make the last out. Just get da-da-da, right? So we're up there watching him, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, because if you know my nephew, he's not a showboater guy at all, right? When he hit it and he held up his bat, the ball wasn't out yet. So I knew right then, if he did that thing's going out. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my God. It was so incredible. I was so proud of him.
I'm getting goosebumps just listening to it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, playoffs start today.
I know. We're going tonight. In fact, I'm at his house right now.
Are you really?
Nice.
He's in the other room eating breakfast.
I'm a Cubs fan.
I knew you were.
Joe's from Chicago. He has to.
We're in the playoffs. The game starts in an hour.
Are the Blue Jays in the playoffs?
The Blue Jays are in the playoffs too.
Okay, all of our teams are in the playoffs.
And you know what? So we're really good friends. Dansby Swanson is a great friend of mine. I love him. And his wife, Mel. Yeah. So I want him to do well. I always root for Dansby. So
yeah. Well, we'll see. Did they play together in Atlanta? Right? Would they have played together, Freddie Freeman and Swanson?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we got to know him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You should really have a sports podcast. You know more about sports.
I know,
than
Joe.
you do
You're
The
really good
Bachelor.
at this.
Yeah, I mean, if we keep going, I'll probably just go. Okay, let's get a little bit into why you're here. How did you wind up on The Golden Bachelor?
Well, we watched the first couple seasons and I thought it was great. I'm like, that's so fun. Gosh, everyone looks, because it's a little, Golden's a little bit different than the regular. It's a little more tame, which is good for me. Anyway, my daughter wrote in for me. My daughter Cassidy, my oldest daughter, wrote in for me. And I didn't hear back, so I thought, oh, I guess I didn't get on the show. And all of a sudden, I got a text one night leaving my dad's house and said, "Are you still interested?"
They're not like, and this is the whole process. They're
Yeah.
just like,
No, you
let's have
don't
a
know.
chat. And
Yeah.
then you don't hear anything.
I
And
mean,
then
when I got approached to do the show, I thought they were asking me to be the Bachelor. Like, I didn't even know how it worked. I was like, oh, maybe.
I was so clueless. I was
Yeah.
really, I guess ignorance is bliss. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so my daughter wrote in and I ended up getting on the show. So that was fun.
are you divorced?
I am.
How long have you been single, or have you dated since your divorce? What has that been like?
I really haven't dated. Okay, so I got divorced in 2020 and it's like Mel, I lost my mom the same year, who was my best friend. It was the worst year ever. The whole COVID, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's just, it was a year. Anyway, and I really haven't dated. But remember, I had a daughter that was still in high school, and raising an athlete, like we were raising her to be a pro athlete. All three of my daughters played tennis, collegiate D1. My oldest played at UC Irvine here in California, and then my middle one played at University of Southern USC, and then my youngest one played college tennis too. But
Wow.
she turned pro last year.
Wow.
So, but I'm just saying, I had young kids still, and raising tennis players is like a golfer or gymnast. I homeschooled, and I'm the worst student ever. People are like, "Wait, you're a homeschooler?" Yeah, sorry. So I homeschooled my girls. I had them on the court. I was actually feeding them balls, doing drills, whatever. So I was always in this, I didn't have a lot of time. I was
Yeah.
focused on my girls. And so I really didn't date. And, I could date, but I don't want to just date anyone either. So, I don't want to waste my time if it's not someone I think could be a potential. I date to get married. I guess that's what.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
that's why the show is great. And
you
he's
know.
vetted, so why not go?
Yeah.
It's true. Did you play tennis growing up, or did you play any sports?
I did. I played tennis, but not my daughter's level. I never got to what they were. Okay, you know what they say? Here's a good tip for you two young, beautiful married people. They say don't live through your children. I did. I
Okay.
didn't get the memo. All right, gosh darn it, they're going to be professional tennis players.
Hey, but you know what? It worked out, and
It
I'm sure
did.
they're thanking you for it.
What was your thoughts when Mel was announced as the lead?
I was very happy about it because when I saw his picture, I was like, okay, good. Because you
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't know when I was going through this process, I didn't know who it was. I mean, it could have been someone, you're not really attracted to, right?
Yeah.
And when I saw him, like, okay, okay, game on.
Is
All
he your
right.
type?
Totally.
Okay.
He is
I like.
my type.
I loved your like when you did the stand up bit and you joked about Mel's like 40-year-old comment. You're like, me too. That was great. So funny. I thought it really stood out. But when he did say that, did you have an issue with that?
At first, I did kind of sting a little.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, wait, Carol, wouldn't you want to date someone younger if you could?
No,
I
it's
mean,
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Why
Yeah.
give him such a hard time? Okay. If some 45-year-old guy wants to take me out, come on, right?
Yeah.
Who
I get it.
cares? And
Yeah.
so then I was like, nah, it's fine. It didn't really. At first, it was because like, oh gosh. And I was thinking, okay, does he not know what the show is about? Like the age limit? 'Cause that kind
Yeah.
of threw me off too, because I'm thinking he got the job. Did he not know the whole job? I don't know.
I
So
know. We were like, no one told him he's the Golden
Well,
Bachelor.
this season also it's definitely skewed on the younger side.
Younger than the first season of the Golden Bachelor for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
Gary
Yeah.
was Gary was
71.
oh that's I thought Gary was like 75.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
it might
think
be
he was
75
71.
now.
could be.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, so you go through the process. Once you get the call and they're like, "Okay, Carol, you are casted on the show." What do your daughters say?
Okay. Cassidy and Constance, my oldest two, great mom. Fantastic. My daughter Carson, the one who's the pro tennis player, not so happy.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, she's in line. She's an athlete too. And in fact, she, I don't know. I just don't know if she thought it'd be like seeing her mom as she kisses on camera, or
Yeah.
she didn't want to see, certain things probably. And
Mhm.
I think she probably didn't want to see me hurt or, whatever. But she hasn't, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I think it's
I'm
totally
still waiting for developments for her because she hasn't even watched the show.
okay.
Okay. Do you think she's going to?
I think so. I think so. I hope so because I think she'd be really proud of it. It's a great show, and the women are incredible, and it's a good family show actually. I mean, it's a show about new beginnings, and so I hope she does. I think she'll come around. I think she will.
I think she will. If you're listening to this, you should watch your mom. You will be so proud of her.
Yeah, you
She's
really are
amazing
coming
on the show.
right now. You are coming across great, and we're episode
4.
4.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you don't have anything to worry about.
Okay. Good.
Starting an online store can feel overwhelming. Look to their secrets and cancers. Have changes. Visit Nexplanon.com.
Nailed it. We know that y'all said it.
Feed on the iHeartRadio
Podcast Just Heal Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app.
VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law.
Getting into right, but I was a little nervous. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
What were you feeling when you went on the show? Were you nervous, excited, both?
Okay, I was nervous. I was more nervous about the clothes, to tell you the truth, because they give you that list of everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So, but I was a little nervous because other women, of course. I mean, that's tough right there, going on a show and the whole premise of it. But you know what you're getting into, right? But I was a little nervous actually.
I think that's fair. We
How
all
do
are.
how do you feel stepping out of the limo?
A little anxious, but I was excited because I just wanted to see him in person. So, definitely nervous, excited. I just wanted to see him in person. And when I did, I was like, okay, this guy, he looks even better in person.
Was there a connection? Did you feel a connection?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did at first. Yeah.
And then how about who, like that first couple days out of the women, did you connect with? Like who's
Okay,
your crew?
so my crew, okay, was I connected with Jerry.
Okay.
She was like my best bud, and Cindy. But the very first night, who I sat next to was Nicole. Nicole and Maya were next to me, and but Maya obviously didn't get through the first night, which I was like dying. I was like, okay, if she doesn't get through, what is this guy looking for? I mean, she's like Cindy Crawford. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's what everyone said. Like
Yeah.
we were shocked too that she went home, but like everyone has compared her to Sidney Crawford.
Yeah.
That we've talked to.
Yeah, and everyone that comes on is like, we couldn't believe that Maya went home.
She was beautiful and smart, and her kids are successful. I mean, they went to Stanford and played sport. I mean, she's a catch. So I was shocked that she went. Yeah, so it was Nicole. We kind of just were sitting next to each other, and then the rose ceremony we're standing next to each other, and then yeah, so she's probably my first friend, and then Jerry. The first night I was sitting next to Jerry, and we just hit it off. We're both believers, and I really think that God brought us together. I'm not kidding. She's just amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we'll be friends for life for sure.
I
Yep.
love that.
So we see on this episode, I just want to get your thoughts on this. We see on this episode Nicole kind of, she's at the table. I'm pretty sure you were there, talking about like she's not just dating Mel, she's dating America, and like she kind of like wants to be an influencer, and all that kind of happens.
Do you remember what the women were saying and feeling about Nicole?
Because there's definitely women in the house that at this point, and you're not one of them, but there's definitely women
No.
that are
frustrated
with Nicole.
Yes. So the influencer thing, not as much for me that I heard about as the kissing. Like the kissing was a lot of people were rubbed the wrong way about the kissing. All my jobs beforehand, before I do right now and all that kind of stuff, I worked with all women. So I kind of take it with a grain of salt. you know?
Right.
So
How did you feel about the kissing? Because we do see that she feels very comfortable being affectionate with Mel in front of the other women.
yeah, it was a little uncomfortable, I have to say. Yeah. It was
I think it would be uncomfortable kind of for
Yeah.
anyone, you know?
right?
I mean, I think it's uncomfortable just watching, just random people kiss.
Right?
Like,
I bet. Especially
Not that
old
I'm doing
people,
that,
right,
but-
Joe?
yeah.
No,
Just
we
in
love
general.
it. Make out.
Like, no, we didn't want to see that.
But yeah, like I would be uncomfortable too if I was on the show and like
Yeah.
the person that I'm going for is just like making out with one person
Yeah.
in the middle
I
of the
mean,
pool. I'd be
okay,
like,
look, and can you imagine if the roles were reversed, okay? Can you imagine being the woman bachelor and a guy coming up all the time? How would you feel, just making out all the time? And like, let's say you're going on a date and all of a sudden he comes and makes out with her before you go on your date.
the thing is a woman would have said no, but a guy's just like, all right, yeah, like.
Well, I also
I'll
think
make
if
out
it
with
was
you.
a bunch of male contestants, there's a potential fight happening.
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
a guy keeps doing that, one of the other guy contestants is eventually going to go, "Hey man, enough is enough." Like,
Yeah. Right?
yeah.
So it was definitely uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely, but then you got to say, well, you have limited time, right, on the show to get to stand out. So I don't know, maybe I should have been doing that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
We see in the first episode and kind of throughout the season so far that something that you and Mel obviously have in common is your love for sports. What else did you guys kind of bond over when you were getting to know each other?
Well, that we both kind of made more sacrifices than normal with our children. I think that was a common Can I even talk? No, I can't.
It's all right. I can't
No.
hear.
See, I need more of this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we had that in common because it is a lot of sacrifice to raise an athlete, and it takes, if you're still working like I am and he was, you have limited time. So your free time is with your kids. So I think we kind of connected on that for sure.
And you guys both live in LA, right?
We both are in LA. Yeah.
I think that's pretty important because especially when you go on this show, when you live in different cities, it does make it more difficult to make it work after.
It does. And we actually live really close. We live probably 12 miles from each other.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really close. So it's great.
Yeah, that is nice.
Okay, so we see on this episode you're on a group date. You just got to go out there in a towel. You're uncomfortable.
Yeah, we see you were really uncomfortable with that, which fair
Yeah.
because everyone else is fully clothed and then they threw you in a
Here,
towel.
Carol, here's a towel. We ran out of clothes.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
a beach towel.
I get the towel. Okay. And this is probably my youngest daughter's biggest fear, right? See me see her mom like in a towel on the beach. But guess what? So I was freaking out about it. And you know what? By the end of it, I was like, this is the best thing ever.
I mean, it looked like you were having
You
fun.
looked great.
And
It didn't look scandalous.
yeah, it
If
didn't-
anything, it was
yeah.
like you were in a strapless dress.
I had a ball, and guess what? The towel covers more than most everyone's bathing suit. I'm like, what did I freak out for? That was the stupidest thing ever. But
Truly.
I had the best time that day. I had a really good time. So
Oh, good.
fun.
Yeah, it did.
The
seem
towel ended
like
up.
once
good.
you were in the towel and doing the photos, you did seem to become more comfortable, more confident. And you're so right. You're covering more than if you were in a bikini or a bathing suit.
Right?
But I think just thinking, like, I would be the same. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm in a towel.
Yeah. And I think that's what it was. It was just the representation that it's a towel. And everyone's in these cute bathing suits and really sexy, la la la. And I come in this white towel.
I mean, I personally I would rather wear a towel than like a Speedo on the show. Like I would be like, I'm not wearing a Speedo.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
But a towel, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
No, the towel ended up being really fun.
Yeah.
So it actually was, I had a ball. It was really fun. It was one of the best days. Yeah, we had a good time.
Okay, so we see you get some one-on-one time with Mel. You're in an interview and you're kind of like, I don't kiss guys. I want a guy to kiss me, which is fair. And then, yeah, kind of walk us through that moment because Mel is being a little more relaxed. He's kind of like leaning back.
Yeah, Tammy's all, hey, baby.
Yeah, and you're like, I want to be pursued a little bit, which is fair. And he's kind of like, I'm the bachelor. Like,
It feels like you want Mel to give you a little more.
Yes.
And, like a little more something, something. And he is kind of looking for you to give him a little more because he keeps saying, I want you to open up. I want to see more sides of you. So, yeah, tell us about this conversation.
Well, so you know what? This whole show is right. Go get the guy. He's got all these women after him, right? Okay, so
unfair advantage, like I said in our recap.
Unfair advantage for sure, right? And I'm very traditional. Like the man comes to you, blah 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 blah. Well, I'm on the show, so obviously I gotta rewire my brain, right? But it's hard to rewire your brain. I mean, I'm very traditional, so it was kind of a conflict in my head because I'm waiting for him to do a little bit more and whatever. And so I said to him that night, I said, look, weren't you a football player? Isn't that kind of an aggressive sport? I mean, come on, you can give me a little more as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and I thought,
What'd he say to that?
And he's like, he kind of said, well, and I'm like, come on, right? So, and then I thought, whatever. I went in and went, and he's a very good kisser, by the way.
Where do you feel like your connection with Mel is at this point?
Pretty good. We had a really good time. I was really bummed that we had to go back to the house. I wanted to like just have everyone leave and just us hang out for the rest of the night, watch the sunset. But
that's not the way the show works, Carol.
That's not the way the show works. Anyway,
how did you feel getting the group date rose?
I loved it. It was so much fun. It made me feel so great. I was on cloud nine. As the girls, we got back in the van. I'm like, woo, I got my little Bad Bunny on and like dancing. I was happy. It was fun. It was a great day.
It's got to feel good too because you kind of put yourself out there. You went out of your comfort zone. You like kissed him. It was a good moment, and then to be rewarded for that with the rose or validated, it's got to feel good.
Yeah. Because can you imagine if I put myself out there and like, nah,
that's horrible.
Oh, gosh, So it was fun. I had a great day that day. I'm glad. The thing about this show is it really pushes you to do things that are very uncomfortable. And at my age, it's great. I like it. I like learning every day, and I like being uncomfortable. It's kind of fun. You just don't know you don't know what's going to happen each day. So.
What does it feel like being on the show now? You're 4 or 5. Whatever. We're 4 episodes in.
Right.
Are you having fun? Is it a pleasant surprise? Is it what you thought?
I didn't have any expectations going into this, but it exceeded my expectations. Let's just put it that way. I'm having a ball. It's better than I anticipated. Yeah, it's great. Great show. Wonderful people. The women on the show are incredible. They really are. I mean, professional, in incredible shape, smart, beautiful. And so in my I have the same group of friends I've had since I was in 4th grade, and they're all at the first show in preview, right? But they're all married, and the 2 that aren't have long-term boyfriends. I'm the only single person, so it's really comforting to go into a place where there's 23 other women that have similarities to me, like. They're single and they're living life and they're still learning and they're active. And so for me, I was so grateful for it. It was the greatest experience ever, for sure.
Yeah, I could imagine that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's 6 women left. You have the group date rose, so you don't have to worry at the rose ceremony. But out of all the women there, in your opinion, and maybe it's yourself, but who do you feel like has the strongest connection with Mel at this point?
I would say Cindy.
Okay. That's kind of what it looks like.
That
watching the show at this point.
Yeah. And it could be Nicole too, because both of them have pretty good connections for sure. Cindy and Nicole. So
Was it surprising every week who went home, or were you guys able to kind of get a gauge on who Mel had stronger relationships with?
I kind of had a gauge on it. I kind of, it wasn't
He
so.
doesn't seem to have a great poker face.
No. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the women that he doesn't like, they know.
Well, not
Yeah.
doesn't like,
Well,
but
like,
yeah.
like he's like, I'm cutting. You're
Right.
going home.
But not connecting to.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
right?
romantic connection.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think he hides it so well.
Yeah.
I agree. So you're going on the Golden Bachelor, you're single. If you were to write out a list of what you're looking for in a man, what would be on that list?
Good question.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. That's a great question, Serena. Okay. So looks wise and everything, Mel is like fantastic.
Okay. You like an athlete.
Athlete for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a professional athlete, but just someone,
Athletic.
at least knows about sports. I could not date someone who doesn't know about sports.
Right.
They wouldn't even fit my family. I mean, that's all we do. Growing up, the TV was on. I was the youngest of three brothers. So I had three older brothers. I never had any of my shows on. Okay. In those days, you didn't have a TV in every room. We always had sports on. I mean, and I'll put it on in the background just while I'm cleaning the house, just because it's comforting to me. Anyway, so he has to like sports. Okay, I would like someone, okay, I want someone who's a Christian. Yeah, that's not too many things. Sports and Christian, that's pretty,
No, I mean,
That's very
Yeah.
doable.
not too hard.
No.
if Mel doesn't choose you at the end, we don't know.
Yeah, we
if
don't
he
know.
does, if he doesn't, and they do Bachelor in Paradise again, would you do that show?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I'd have to not eat hot dogs at the Dodger game for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Screw the bathing suit. Just show up in a towel.
I just need a towel.
Yeah.
It would be easy packing. I could have just a carry-on.
Yep. Just beach towels.
Just have different towels for each day. That'd be okay. I'm in. That would be
There
good.
you go.
If you never know, I could, okay, not this ring, but maybe,
Wow, that's cool.
Look at that.
World. We were at the game where the Dodgers won the World Series against the Yankees.
We were.
in New York.
You were?
Yeah, we went to that game.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great World Series. I'm a little bummed because, well, I shouldn't be a little, but we are going on vacation. But we're going to South Korea and Tokyo over the next 2.5 weeks, so I'm going to miss a lot of MLB playoffs.
I know, but it's going to be okay.
But I won't
We're
cancel
just
our
going on
trip
a
'cause
once in a
of it.
lifetime trip.
Oh,
It's
that's
okay.
wonderful.
Because
What a
of it.
wonderful trip. That's so great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited.
Oh my gosh. I love you as a couple, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
You guys are perfect.
Thank you.
You give everyone hope out there.
We work well together,
You really do.
So far, so good.
even though I had a bad dream about Serena last night, but I'm not going to get into
Joe always has dreams that I leave him or divorce him.
last but not least, for women going on the next season of The Golden Bachelor, what advice would you give them?
To really embrace every day and to relax and just to be yourself. And I know everyone says that, but once those cameras are on you, it's kind of hard to be yourself. You're like, wait, should I say that? I don't know. You're always like kind of,
It's
not
tough.
sure- not
You're
sure what you-
overthinking.
overthinking it, definitely overthinking it. So just be yourself, and I think you'd have a great time. I mean, I loved it. I'm so grateful for the experience, and I hope more women do this going forward, because if you're single and you want to get on a show like this, it's incredible. It really is. It's changed my life. And everyone says, "Oh, a show?" Yeah, it did. It actually did. It changed my life. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy I did it.
It changed our lives too.
did.
Serena's for the better.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Carol, thank you so much for coming on Bachelor Happy Hour.
Thank you.
It was
Thanks for
great.
having
It was great meeting you. And if the Cubs don't win the World Series, I hope the Dodgers do.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see.
To all our listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
We will have new and exclusive interviews every single week. Thanks for listening. Bye.